Breaking news tonight, a Peoria police officer is in stable condition after being shot early this morning. It is Thursday evening. I'm Tyler Lopez.
And I'm Caitlin Canute. In addition to that injured officer, a suspect is dead. Peoria Police Chief Jerry Mitchell says this all began as a routine traffic stop just before 2:30 this morning.
We begin our team coverage tonight with Denise Jackson, who joins us live from the scene with the latest on the investigation. Denise?
Tyler and Caitlin, there are lots of questions being asked in yet another police civilian shooting. Now, this one happened just before 2:30 this morning. It started at Lincoln and Western when police stopped a vehicle driven by 33-year-old Daniel L. of Peoria Heights on a routine traffic violation. Now, police say a passenger who was in the vehicle with L got out of the car. Authorities say that's when the driver drove off and a police chase ensued. Police say that Daniel lost control of the vehicle and crashed into a pole at Garden and Warren. He then allegedly fled on foot with police chasing him. Authorities say there was an exchange of gunfire, leaving an officer injured and L dead.
I know is that he was struck multiple times. How many multiple means is a question mark to me at this moment. Our forensic pathologist is doing the autopsy right now. When we get that information and after we collaborate with state police who's doing the investigation, we'll be able to release that information.
We're reviewing all dash cam videos for any vehicle that may have captured any part of that traffic stop and the subsequent shooting. So that takes time. So all that information is going to be handed over to the state police.
Daniel L. was pronounced dead at the hospital. We're told that the police suffered non-threatening life injuries, and he is currently in stable condition. Now, those three officers involved in the shooting are on paid incident leave pending the outcome of the state police investigation. Now, our own Lauren Melendez picks up our team coverage now with community reaction from this latest police-civilian shooting. Lauren?
Well, Denise, the community is not handling this situation well at all. In fact, they're already mourning the loss of the fact that they can't even start 2018 without much violence. Now, one of the gentlemen who was there for part of that incident, Alan Settle, says he and his family's home were just feet away from the chaos of the gunshots and sirens early this morning. And he says his wife and kids are terrified to continue living in the area. Now, Settles and other members of the community were offering their thoughts on how police conducted themselves and why this repeated violence in Peoria between police and the public, and has in concern for the future of 2018.
Why the cops even chase him down for it? You know what I mean? The car's right there. They could have got a plate leaving him alone. They would have found him eventually. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, the city needs to do better than what they're doing.
I'm just in awe, you know. We just had one a few months ago, and I'm just in awe. You know, just another shooting, plus or minus what happened, as far as the details, you know, just happen all too frequently. We've had a couple of stand-ups apiece this year, and here we go again.
Well, that man you just heard from, Terry Burnside, is a community activist in the area, and he says right now the Peoria police should focus on creating transparency, especially since we're told that none of the officers involved in today's incident were wearing body cameras. So again, we'll have continued team coverage of this in our 10 o'clock newscast as well. But for now, live in Peoria, Lauren Melendez for 25 News. Tyler and Caitlin, back to you.
All right, thank you for that live report, Lauren. Meanwhile, there are at least two families affected by this morning's events. The family of the suspect, who are mourning his loss, and the family of the officer, reflecting on how close they came to losing their loved one.
Monica Murphy continues our team coverage now with more on that part of the story. Monica?
Well, Caitlin and Tyler, although the Peoria police officer involved today didn't lose his or her life, it's a somber reminder of the dangers of the job for fellow officers. Some who remember the last time they lost one of their own. This latest brush with violence is a reminder of the losses the Peoria Police Department has suffered over the years. A total of 15 officers killed in the line of duty since 1894. According to the Officer Down memorial page, 2 died in automobile crashes, another 2 in motorcycle accidents, 10 were fatal shootings, and 1 was an accidental shooting. For fellow officers, these boil down to much more than just numbers. The most recent killed was Christy Sue Tyndall. Reports say she was killed in a car accident while she and her partner were responding to a call for backup. It happened the evening of December 30th, 2004. The police car struck a utility pole, killing Tyndall and injuring her partner.
You know, I know they say you can't touch the sun or the moon, you can't touch the stars. But I tell you, I was touched by a star.
The 10-year veteran of the Peoria Police Department was just 33 when she died. Another officer, Donan James Faulkner Jr., who went by Jim, was shot and killed while chasing a suspect on foot shortly after midnight on September 20th, 2001.
You are the person I had hoped to grow old with. You are the person that could fill my heart with more love than anyone could understand.
He was 37 and had served with the Peoria Police Department for 7 years. The suspect was sentenced to life in prison without parole. And if you think about it, those involved in these incidences lost their lives in different ways. In Faulkner's case, he lost his life, and so did the suspect who sits behind bars, locked in a tiny room forever. Now, our crew at the scene earlier today said Daniel L's mother was there, but was too distraught to talk, as you can imagine. We also have yet to learn anything about the injured officer and how their family and colleagues are handling the news. Tyler and Caitlin.
Thank you, Monica. Again, we will continue team coverage on today's officer-involved shooting in Peoria for the very latest on that story. And again, continued team coverage. Tune in tonight at 10. Well, in much lighter news now, it's a wrap. The Heart of Illinois United Way has officially finished up its 2017 community campaign. So check this out. This was the scene earlier today at the United Way's community workshop, specifically to help people with special needs gain meaningful employment. The campaign chair says he was very pleasantly surprised at how much money was raised.
We raised $11,108,500 this year, so it's pretty impressive to be over $11 million.
Now, though, all eyes are on 2018 and hopefully breaking that record. But again, a positive reaction today. And if you would like to continue this and donate to the Heart of Illinois United Way, we will have that information posted on our website, week.com.
With North Korea threatening the U.S. and our own false alarm recently in Hawaii, if you needed a bomb shelter, would you know where to go or for how long? The answer is you may already work or live in a suitable spot. This is an emergency shelter in Peoria County, complete with a sink and drinks. It was designed to help emergency managers ride out a nuclear attack. But now it's used for tornadoes and other storm responses. And now private companies report strong sales based on today's potential nuclear threat. But where are the shelters built here in central Illinois back in the 60s?
So there is no list anymore.
Not that I'm aware of, no. I've contacted IEMA, and nobody really has a list that I'm aware of.
On the corners? That at 25 News at 10 will show you how and where some of the best places from the past now have other uses in fallout shelters. Where should you go?
Definitely looking forward to that report, and I know it brings back some memories for Chuck here.
Absolutely. I'm a baby boomer, and I grew up in that Cold War era, and we were taught what to do and where to go, and a lot of information out there for younger kids in the 60s. It kind of scared me a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
As far as our weather is concerned, a little bit scary as far as the temperatures are concerned, because we're 25 degrees colder now than we were at this time last night, and our temperatures are at the low for the day. Let's check the currents and see what's happening. 16 in Peoria, 15 in the Twin Cities. Wind speeds running anywhere from 10 to about 15 miles an hour, giving us wind chill factors below 0 in some locations. And as far as the evening overnight forecast concerned, clear skies going into Groundhog Day tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be cold. Looks like Gertie will see her shadow locally. I'll talk more about that coming your way, and snow chances in a couple of minutes. Tyler?
Shadow and snow. Next on 25 News, if you're looking for something to do indoors this weekend with the snow and the cold, you might want to head to the Peoria Riverfront Museum.
How you can take a trip back in time through an exhibit focused on 4 presidents who all lived in our state. That story next.